Hola, I am Sophie Fernandez, and today I have the absolute honor of introducing Eleanor Jane Midha. If you don't know Ellie, you might be able to recognize her in the hallway with coffee in hand at all times while she scurries off to class with the hope that someone will let her in, since she hasn't had her own badge since the beginning of the year after some unfortunate incidents. But aside from her fast lifestyle, Ellie is one of the most impressive Gov students in the Memphis area. From Model UN to youth and government to mock trial, Ellie effortlessly balances all of her academic achievements and a busy social life, and still has the time to be one of the kindest and most genuine people in our grade. We simply wouldn't be the same without her. Now I've kept you waiting long enough, so I give you our very own outstanding attorney and future Elle Woods, Ellie Midha.
If you know me, you know I don't often get emotional. But I'll admit that 1 or 2 tears may have fallen at Victory Ranch a couple months ago when I read the letter my freshman self wrote to my senior self. Not because the letter was sweet, but because of the insecurity seeping out of the pages. All I wanted to do was go back and give freshman Ellie a hug. My friends' letters were much lengthier than mine, so as we sat on the boardwalk, I had plenty of time to contemplate what I'd written. And while there was certainly talk of grades and middle school friends, my parting words to myself were what stuck. At the end of my letter, I said, I hope you've tried new things and done everything you thought you couldn't. I'd be deemed successful by my freshman year self if, and only if, I accomplished those things. And I have. I tried out for the mock trial team, something I never imagined being interested in middle school, and I love it. It's pointed me towards a career in law and helped me meet some of my favorite people. I also had a redhead phase, which my dead hair is still suffering the consequences of. Although I'm sure that's not what freshman Ellie had in mind, I still tried something new. Check. I've also done things that 14-year-old Ellie thought she couldn't. I've made a home for myself in what once was an entirely new place, a place that I feared was completely closed off. But St. Mary's has proved me wrong and brought me my very best friends, who have supported me in ways freshman Ellie never could have imagined needing. I never have to worry about not having a group for dances, and I always have people to get ready with before football games. That kind of security is something younger me thought she might never find. So I can tick that box too. In my freshman self's eyes, I've achieved success. I can confidently say that freshman Ellie would be so proud of me and the life I've built, and I wish I could go back and show her. But part of me feels the same. Part of me really resonated with the insecurity pouring out of that letter. Part of me still links my worth to my grades. Part of me still feels like I'm the only one who's missing something. My environment has completely changed, and my situation has improved immensely, but I feel the same as I did sitting in the Victory Ranch cafeteria all those years ago. And as I've gotten older, I've realized that's because your environment does not control your happiness. Your own mind does. This is an ever-present thought for me with college quickly approaching. Soon, my environment will be flipped on its head. I'll no longer be surrounded by people I'm comfortable with, and I'll have to undertake the dreaded task of making new friends, just like I did 3 years ago. And I have this constant fear in the back of my head that I'll hate it. The people will be mean, the classes will be too hard, they won't sell Alani's, and the dining hall food will be so bad that I miss my Trader Joe's microwave chicken tikka masala. So I have to remind myself of this simple fact. Your mind is what controls your happiness. No matter how amazing your friends are, and no matter how loving your parents are, you are the only person that will be with you every minute of every day from the second you're born until your last breath. So you have to make your mind a good place to live in, no matter where you are or who you're with. I make my mind a good place to live in by thinking through a list of everything I have to be grateful for each day. I do it by writing out my thoughts in my notes app whenever I feel overwhelmed. I do it by going to bed promptly at 10:50 every night, regardless of how much homework I have to do. I do it with late night car rides. I do it with nightly prayer. When my mind is at peace, that's when I'll truly be successful. But until then, Thank you all for making sure that I don't only have myself. I have 69 supportive, intelligent, beautiful girls to share my time with, even if it's fleeting. Thank you.